Hey guys, Thunder here. Today I want to do a quick tutorial on reforging, just to cover all the basics, make sure everyone understands how it works. There's a lot of different things going on with it, so it's important to understand what you want to do with Reforge and how to think about it. To start off, first let's find an item to reforge here. I think I'll pick up the packs, as it is a very fun item to play with. So here's a packs. The first thing we want to cover is knowing how many Reforge points you're going to have. Yeah, the game shows you, but it's nice to be able to predict it. So the way that works is it's actually half of your potential rounded up per level. So right here I have 186, half of that is 93. So for every level past the first, I'm going to get 93 Reforge points on this weapon. So the way you can calculate the potential for your weapon is you're going to basically say, okay, I have 93 per level. Legendary can go up to 100. Artifacts can get past that. And you're going to multiply it by whatever the max level you can get to is, minus 1, because the first level doesn't have any. So in order to show that, first we'll hit upgrade 1 to bring this up to 2. Then we can hop over to the wonderful forge for reforging. As you see, we only have one level, so we have 93 potential. Now there's two reforge options in here. There's a gold and there's a gems. So the difference between these is that, let's say you're using the times 100, right? This will use 1,000 reforge powder, and over here, this will also use 1,000 reforge powder. So what's going to go on here is that for gold, when you use 1,000 reforge powder, you're going to get 100 to 200. It's a chance to get up to 200 reforge points. If you use gems, you're going to get 200 to 400. There's a chance at getting 200, 300, or 400 reforge points. Now, one other thing that's important to call about this is how divide works with this. Sometimes you'll want to reforge for certain stats, and you'll just not accept the reforge to, let's say I don't want my packs to have any defense. If I get an offer for defense, I just won't accept it. For reforging, right, the reforge powder used is the reforge powder used. When you go to divide it, you'll get some of that back. So I can show that. If I do this quick reforge here, but then decide not to accept that, right, then I can unequip this real fast, because you can't divide something you're wearing. Swap that off. Then we come back over here, over to dividing, and we can put the packs in. And you'll see I didn't accept that reforge, but I'm still getting reforge powder back. The weapon will remember how much reforge powder you used. And when you use these blue or superior divide tokens, you get 95% of that back. And if you use these lesser or brown ones, you get 80% back. Alright, so I'll just divide that real fast. Hop back over here. And in order to reforge it, we gotta equip it again. And this time I'll just bring it up a few levels. Alright. So now we're going in here. Hop in Reforge. There's some rule of thumbs we can do. Right? You could accept any stats whatsoever that you want. That tactic is pretty good if you don't have a lot of reforge powder, or you're pretty new. So you don't have the end gear you really want to rely on. Usually if you're really new and you don't even have a build together, I recommend just not reforging it and saving it up. Then usually when you start getting into your build, you're not going to have a ton of reforge powder initially. So I recommend just accepting any stat. So you use less reforge powder and you'll get more stats for it. And then you only lose 5% when you divide it to use it later. So accepting any stat just means when I'm reforging, so let's say I'll do some quick reforging here. Right, I'll just accept whatever I get all the time. Right, it doesn't matter. They can land in whatever they want. I'm happy as can be. One thing you could do is do what we call a focused reforge or a specialized reforge. Let's say that I am not interested in anything but health on my packs, right? Then when you're reforging, you wouldn't accept these. You would just cancel them. You're still spending your resources here, right? But you're just going to keep canceling. Sometimes it gets repetitive until you get health. And then you would just keep doing that until you keep getting health. Now the rule of thumb here is for cost, it's going to get much more expensive to focus stat reforge because look at all these just non-accepts I have. So if you only want 2 stats, you can imagine it's going to cost about twice as much, right? Because you're still triggering all of those defense and say magic if you want your attack and health up, but you're just not accepting them. So it's going to take you about twice as long, roughly, to get your item fully reforged. And if you decide to do a single stat, then it's going to take about 4 times as many resources to fully reforge that item. Alright, talking about the different types of reforge people do. Normally once you get past the accept any, the current meta tends to be the attack and health build. So a lot of people will come in here and they will do specialized reforges for health and attack. And normally we talk about these in ratios. So people put either one of three usually. Usually people are going 60 health to 40 attack, 50-50, or 40-50, or sorry, 40-60. So that just depends how much health you want versus how much attack you want. Now, if we look real quick at our items, you'll notice, right, that you have a gear bonus from your links. And this is a 30% attack gear bonus. So that will actually also apply on top of your reforge. So if I threw all of my reforge points into attack, that would all get the 30% benefit. So most of the time what people actually do is they need health and they need attack. So they will actually put a health and attack reforge on their piece. And then something like a weapon, right, it's like 70 health. You can reforge completely to health because there's no bonus, right? So if I had to pick and say do all health and attack mixed, maybe I did 60 health, 60% health, 40% attack on all my items. What I could potentially do is reforge my weapons to 100% health because you're not losing anything there, and then use a 50-50 on all the rest of my gear so you don't lose out on as much as that 30% bonus. That's how you want to think a little bit about that. Keep in mind that reforging very specifically will get costly, so that's only something you really want to do for your end build and something you're going to use for a long time. You'll burn a lot of resources to do that. Alright, I'm going to wrap up my guide to reforging here. I wish you all the absolute best of luck with reforging and getting your builds sorted out quite nicely. And I hope to catch you again in the future. Thunder out.